If it's a miss, it's not the gun, I promise you that.
All right, here we go. Sounds like you're pretty good shooting there, bud.
Paid Chris to say that.
That or somebody built you a pretty good gun.
I was gonna say, I think the gun is outperforming the shooter here. This is slick, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and record this.
All right.
Don't let me down.
No pressure. Square up with my target.
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's sick.
The first round of my second box ever shooting this gun.
Second round impacts. I mean, the only thing better than a second round impact is first round impact.
Yeah,
And
but we're still figuring the dope too. That's
yeah.
I
We're
made the
using
adjustment.
We're using box velocities.
Oh my goodness.
Stuff one more.
Might be the fourth.
Oh, that could be right there.
Oh yeah, that's toasty.
Yeah.
Fry an egg on that barrel.
Say, 'cause it shouldn't have jumped that much, but if it's hot, then
Yeah.
it's hot.
Cool this bad boy off in the shade.
Yeah. Start smashing.
Yo,
Ceremoniously passing you the rifle. There you go.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your work. Man, this is awesome. So, like we talked about in the podcast last night, I probably brought it up earlier today. Chris builds rifles for, whatever the purpose is. And I told him, Coos deer hunter by heart, or at heart. I want something that can reach out and touch something, but I like the classic look. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a sucker for old wooden stocks. My grandfather was a stocksmith, we'll call him. He built guns because he liked working on stocks. So I've always been really partial to the wood stocks, but obviously I wanted the accuracy of some of Chris's other rifles. And man, you absolutely nailed it. We just finished up. I had never touched this gun until I got to his house last night. This morning was my first time shooting it. We just ended hitting a target at 1,115 yards with a gun that looks nice and classic. So absolutely what I wanted, man. Thank you so much. What all goes into getting a rifle to be able to do what we did? Because Chris, I'm gonna say he's a professional marksman. I'm not. I'm just a guy that hunts, and I've always said I'm proficient with a weapon, but I'm not like an expert by any means. But I'm walking away so confident in this gun, so confident in my shooting just from working with you, man. What does it take?
So it's really starting with quality components. I'm a huge fan of the Howa rifle system. Japanese craftsmanship. They're simple and they're effective. Like I don't want anything more. They just work really, really well for me. There's really nothing super special about this gun other than the action's been bedded and it's just proper assembly. Make sure everything's torqued up. And really just attention to detail and looking for little things that your average Joe might miss, might overlook, something like that. Like for instance, when I got this rifle, straight factory on it, there was a little blemish on the barrel channel, and the stock was making contact with the barrel.
Something I would have never noticed.
Yeah. So when having the barrel to action out for bedding and stuff like that, just went and opened up that barrel channel just a touch. Put it on, so now we have a true free floated barrel. Just going to let the barrel do what it wants to do when it comes to harmonics. And it's going to be more repeatable rifle because of that, because there's no outside influences on the barrel. Quality components such as rings is a big one. Optics is obviously a big one. And also quality ammunition really puts it all together. You can build an awesome race car, but you put crap fuel in it, and guess what? It's going to perform like crap, right? So it's an equation that all comes together, and hopefully it equals X, and that's impacts on a target. So that's what we're all about, and very, very happy with the outcome of this rifle. It's really neat. Recoil is very little.
I couldn't believe it. I expected far more recoil.
It's actually
This
extremely
rifle.
comfortable to shoot.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, with it even being a light gun, I mean, what do you weigh, or what do you estimate that it weighs? I never actually weighed it because I don't really care what it weighs. I mean,
It's
it weighs what it
below
weighs.
8. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably 7.5 maybe.
Yeah, I would say from 6 to 8 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a pretty lightweight rifle, and it's very comfortable to shoot. That goes a lot into the stock geometry, you know, how parallel is your connection to the rifle with the bore, right? Like even the slow-mo video that I just took, I mean, you firing at that, I mean, it moves perfectly back. It doesn't, the muzzle doesn't rise at all. It doesn't, you know, come in a weird angle. It just moves straight back, and it's, you know, that's what you want.
Like I said, it was amazing just to watch my impacts through the scope.
Yeah,
You know, you hear guys talk
pretty
about
sweet.
that. I've never experienced that. So,
Yeah, having a really solid shooting position, and obviously I wouldn't ever suggest anyone trying to hunt animals at 1,115 yards. That to me is just a little asinine.
there's just so much that can go wrong, you know.
Yeah, even here we had a was it a 5-minute wind hold
Yeah.
to the right, because we had a right to left wind, and it took us quite a few shots to get that wind hold figured out. So I mean, in a hunting application, that's just not there.
Yeah.
But you know, at 5, even 8, I mean, it was perfect
It
right
was
there.
dead on.
Yeah.
First round impacts, just couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Blown away.
Pretty sick. So I'm really excited about it. That's pretty sweet gun. That one's going in the memory bank.
Yes, sir. Well, you'll be the first one to see it laying next to something dead. So,
Okay.
what or how can someone get a hold of you to have their own rifle built?
Yeah. So for standard offerings, go to granderiflegroup.com. Head over to the shop, and you can see the different rifle offerings there. If you want something different, something specific like this, email address is on the website. Just go to the contact page and get a hold of me, and we'll start a conversation, talk about, you know, your environment, your intended use of the rifle, and any limiting factors or anything like that, and then come up with a game plan of you know, a rifle that's going to suit you and your environment and what you're trying to do with it, right? Because, you know, I can build all the cool guns I want, but that doesn't mean that it applies, you know, to you and what you're trying to do with it. So that's kind of the whole key thing of is making a real, you know, bringing the customer service to the firing line like we're doing right here, right
Absolutely.
now. So,
Well, man, thank you very much again. Thanks for your support of the show too. So,
yeah, absolutely.
appreciate it.